In this last one, and it's a little bit hard to see here, we're going to actually take a glass curtain wall that doesn't have storefront on it, no mullions, just pieces of glass coming up next to each other in a very fine pattern. And then we're going to lay another wall over the surface of this. And then we're going to carve that surface out to allow areas where you can actually see through both the wall and then obviously the glazing system. So once again, let's go back to level 1. Actually, I can show you that. I'm going to zoom in really close here. So here we have two wall surfaces, a glass wall and a basic wall. And I made it in what I call a thin wall. We'll use that same thin wall that we used in the other project over here. I think I call it, oops, it's not showing up here. I think I called it thin wall 2. So let's get started. I'm going to grab a wall, and I'm going to grab now a glass curtain wall, exterior glazing. I'll just draw it and show it to you. It's just sheets of glass. It could be supported by any kinds of structures that we haven't detailed out yet. And I'll get rid of this panel back here so we don't get any extra visual confusion as we work through this. So let me go back to level 1, and I'll grab this and move it off. Whoops. And now I'm going to zoom in here really close. There's a glass wall, and I'm going to grab that thin wall 2, and I'll come up here. I'll zoom in with my scroll button, and it looks like it's saying I'm off by an inch. We'll go 2 inches off, and I'll draw that same length of wall. And we'll go to 3D view once again. I didn't concern myself when I first drew it to what it was constrained to. So we'll go unconnected up 20 feet. And try that again. 20 feet. Okay, now we can go ahead and think about now carving this through. Obviously, we want this to be the lightest piece of scrim. We want to preserve as much view as possible, but let's just draw a few things on the surface of it. So I'll click into it. I've got the wrong wall. I'm going to click off of it again and make sure that when I select this, I'm not selecting the back glass wall. And what you can actually use here is you can actually hit the tab key, and it will toggle sometimes between the walls that you want. Anyway, so I'm going to now come in. It says curtain wall exterior glazing. I'm going to hit tab, and now I have, oops, no I don't. Now I have the basic wall thin. I'll go ahead and do edit profile, and we'll just start drawing something. Let's draw 2 boxes. And I don't think I came over to the same area here. Here we go. And now let's just fillet a couple of the ends of it. So I'm going to grab the fillet tool. Line is too short. It must have left just a little tidbit of a line there, but I don't think that'll matter. Let's click off of this. And now we have a wall being used to create kind of a scrim or a decorative surface on a wall. And you can see this as being some kind of a wild pattern played out in repeating elements along a glass surface of an exterior facade. So it's a relatively easy way to create that kind of an effect.